Ready? Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My name is David Comissiong, and I bring you greetings from the Republic of Barbados in the Caribbean. I extend special greetings to the entire St. Martin contingent that is in Azerbaijan for this very important conference. Special greetings to the members of Parliament of Azerbaijan who may be present at the conference, and to the Executive Director and other officers of the Baku Initiative Group that is sponsoring this very important conference on St. Martin, one island, one people, one destiny, French and Dutch colonialism together. What I really want to say to you is that we in the Caribbean, and I speak as Barbados's ambassador to the Caribbean community, CARICOM. We are committed to the aims and objectives of this fourth United Nations decade for the total eradication of colonialism. We are very conscious that our region of the Caribbean is the most colonized region in the world. There are no less than 20 remaining colonies or non-independent territories in the Caribbean, and the island of St. Martin has the dubious distinction of constituting two of those non-independent territories or colonies, colonial territory of the Netherlands and half the island, a colonial territory of France. We are very conscious that these various United Nations decade for the eradication of colonialism have not been very successful. In fact, the last time that a colonial territory in the Caribbean actually became independent was way back in 1983, when St. Kitts and Nevis got their independence from Britain. So it is clear that the decolonization process in the Caribbean has basically stalled, as it has stalled in many other parts of the world. And so it is very heartening to witness the moves that have in recent years been made by colonial territories like St. Martin, like Bonaire, some of the developments that we have seen with the anti-colonial organizations in Martinique and Guadeloupe and French Guyana. We support these efforts, and you may be aware that in 2013 CARICOM launched a reparations campaign, a campaign for reparations for Native genocide and African enslavement imposed by the European colonizing powers, including the Netherlands and indeed France as well. And we see a very direct connection between reparations and the decolonization movement. In fact, for territories that are still in a colonial, non-independent relationship with European colonizing powers, we say that a central component of reparations for those territories must be decolonization and independence, because the central concept of reparations is that a crime was committed, damage was done, and reparations is the remedy that is designed to, in a sense, undo that damage. Reparations is designed as far as possible to wipe out the negative consequences of the illegal act and to re-establish the situation that would in all probability have existed if that illegal act had not been committed. And so we are conscious that before transatlantic slavery, our ancestors had their own nations on the African continent. Before our ancestors were kidnapped, brought across the Middle Passage to slave on the sugar and cotton plantations of St. Martin, in the salt mines of St. Martin, they lived in their own independent, sovereign national polities on the African continent. And so if reparations is about taking you back to the situation you would have been in if the crime had never been committed, then clearly the African people of St. Martin are entitled to nationhood. They are entitled to have their own nation. They are entitled to have national sovereignty and self-determination. And so the decolonization campaign should be seen as central to the reparations campaign. One of the ways in which CARICOM has reached out to non-independent territories in the Caribbean is by offering them associate membership in CARICOM. So the Caribbean community, we have 15 full member states of CARICOM, but we also have 6 associate member states, all of them being colonies or non-independent territories. And I believe that by becoming an associate member and coming into a community of sovereign, independent nation states, that could be seen as a preparation for, that could be seen as a way of transitioning towards independence. It could be seen as a preparation for independence and something that will contribute to the decolonization process. So we want to let the people of St. Martin know. We know that in the past, St. Martin has applied for associate membership of CARICOM, and I would encourage St. Martin to reassert refresh that application. Curaçao, another Dutch non-independent territory, just became an associate member of CARICOM. So I would encourage St. Martin to make that move again and to bring it to a successful conclusion. And I say that because our overarching mission in the Caribbean must be to totally decolonize our region, to free it from all vestiges of European colonialism, and to unify it as a strong, sovereign, independent Caribbean civilization. And that is the goal that all of us must pursue. Whether we reside in independent nations or in the non-independent territories. And so my final word to you, my brothers and sisters, is that you should feel free to reach out to CARICOM. Don't wait for CARICOM to extend its hand to you. Reach out to CARICOM. If there's some way in which you think that CARICOM can be of assistance to you in your decolonization mission, reach out. Write to the Secretary General of CARICOM, reach out to the chairman of CARICOM and tell CARICOM, what type of assistance you would like. So so that it is on that note that I would wish to end. I would like to see us, come more closely together, and I would like to see CARICOM giving you, the independence fighters of St. Martin, as much assistance as we possibly can. So I end on that note, and I want to end by wishing you a very, very successful conference. And I look forward to hearing the reports and to seeing you and hearing from you once you return to our Caribbean region. Thank you very much.